Hello, my name is ZuFX and welcome back. In the last episode we chopped down a lot of trees, but we're still not done. I also told you stories about stuff that happened at work, and since I recorded the last episode just a few minutes ago, I don't know if you liked them or not, so I'm just gonna continue, because if we don't talk about something, all this wood chopping would be really boring. So yeah, last episode I told the story about the jerk trail, and if you don't know, if you haven't watched it, maybe you should, but to get to the point, the jerk trail is a pallet truck, and the reason it's it's a colleague of mine, he translated it wrongly just to be funny, and he succeeded. It was really funny, but yeah. We also we do a lot of weird stuff, and now it's getting dark. I'm gonna go and get to bed and sleep here. We do a lot of weird stuff. We have these inside jokes. I don't know how it started. It was mainly the Greek guy I work with, and me doing this. I don't know. I don't know how it started, but I think he started it. We started saying to each other, "I'm gonna break your legs," and yeah, we would say it in weirder and weirder accents, and it got to the point where we almost shouted it to each other. So my department is sort of closed. It's not closed, it just has the shell walls all around it, so people can't just, the rest of the warehouse don't really come in our area. We're sort of left alone. That's okay. Doesn't really matter. So when we're shouting stuff like that to each other, it doesn't really. There's not like people who don't know the joke. It's not like wondering what's happening. People threatening to break each other's legs and stuff like that. But that's not the funny part about the story. Just kill this little zombie. The funny part about the story is, was it an evening or something? Yeah, because our boss works from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. So when I work in the evening from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m., most of the time he's not there. And so when he's gone, you know, we do a lot of, yeah, there's more stuff happening, and I was what did I do? I came back from the break or something, and then I got on my forklift. I drive a small one you stand on, like a pallet truck, but electric. And I can put up a picture if I find one on Google. It should be the same type, but not mine actually, my actual one. But yeah, anyway. Then I was gonna unload the car, and then I see a guy just standing there with his back to me, and I thought it was my colleague, the Greek guy. And I was driving towards him, and I was getting ready to shout, "I'll break your legs," to him, and just when I was about to say it, he turned around, and it was some random driver just unloading stuff. So I didn't shout, "I'm gonna break your legs," to him, because that's not good. Random person just threatening them to break their legs, that's not good. And then and after that I told my colleague what happened, and he laughed his ass off. He couldn't stop laughing when I told him I almost shouted to a random driver that I was gonna break his legs. Because I thought it was him, and it was like super close. And yeah, I don't know what I would have done if I had done it, but well, I'm glad I didn't do it, just saying that. So yeah. But I also work in the delivery office. Because the guy who just works there, he's from 6 to 6 a.m. 2 p.m. I'm not really sure. Yeah, it's probably this. I don't have AM and PM, so I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, so when he goes home, I take over if I'm working. So it's not every day or every week. It's just every other week, I think, because he works the same time every day, and I switch every other week. So and then yeah, and when they deliver stuff out, if it's foreign goods from stuff, merchandise from outside Norway, they have to go through customs, and usually they have some twin declaration or something, and then I just need to, that's usually no problem. But if they use one of the electronic customs papers, what happens is that because I just need to take a copy of the papers, and so we can document that they've been through the border. Because if we can't, if our company can't document that the stuff we sell has been through customs, we get fines and stuff. Anyway, when they use the electronic one, they just scan it at the border, and that's okay, that's done. But when they come to us, we can't use the electronic one. We need a number, and that number is generated when they scan it, and it's automatically sent to their company. So when they come to us and they say, I can't use this this document, I need a special number, most of them are like, no, this is okay, this is all you need. And I'm like, no. And there's no use arguing, because if I say no, it's no. You can't unload your stuff, and we get stuff from all over the world, but most of the like cars just is from Europe, because that's easy. If it's further away, it's the European part of the company, or it's shipping containers from China with a lot of showers usually for us. So there was this one guy, and he's been here before, because when I told him I needed the number, he said to me, every fucking time is the number. Every time I come here, you ask the number. And I just looked at him, and I could tell he was, I don't know, angry or annoyed or something. So I didn't want to be an asshole and anger him more. So I said nothing, but I thought inside, just, if you know it's every time we need a number, why don't you have the number? It's like, don't you understand that we're not doing this for fun? It's it's just how it is. And when he told me, is that every fucking time is the number, and I just stood there looking at him, and just like, yeah, if you've been here before, and if it's every time, why don't you do it? It's like, it's not like it's the first time and he didn't know, that's okay. But when you know and you get annoyed because it's like this every time, why don't you have it ready? Because most of the companies just automatically send it to the driver on their email or on their SMS and text message. So most of them have it without knowing it, but sometimes they have to call, and yeah. And some of them, their English is so bad, almost can't understand a word they're saying. So they call their office, their boss, and I have to talk to them, and they have to translate back, and it's like, it's sometimes you get annoyed at people, but most of the people coming they're good guys. We really deforestize the entire place. Maybe I'll plant some stuff. Yeah. So and I don't know, say, if you're gonna if you're gonna drive 18-wheeler through Europe, I don't expect you to learn every language, but you can at least speak English. That's the least you could do. But yeah, some of the Eastern European countries that were in the eastern parts in the Cold War, yeah, probably not. It's common now, I think, for younger people, but for the older people, that usually the people coming here or driving the cars, it's they really didn't have it in school, I think. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, I'm never gonna forget that guy saying that, being annoyed that I need the number, the goods number. That's like, and when you say it's every time you need this number, now I'm just ranting, just caught up in the numbers game. I don't know if we have enough. We can start, I think, to build a wall. If you don't know what I'm talking about when I say Roman style wall, the Romans used to build forts when they were out in the when the army would march to some place from city to city. When they stopped or they made camp, they usually made a fort from logs, and they had the log walls. And yeah, I'm gonna put up a picture if I remember and if I find one. So if it's not, if there's no picture, you can yell at me. Anyway, so I'm gonna build a wall like this around the house, because I know it doesn't look like it, but this place was meant to be a temporary settlement, because our real goal, our first goal in this game, is to find the jungle, because I love to build in the jungle. That's like, I think it's the grass I like most, but yeah, I need to build in the jungle. I like it when it's a lot of bushes on the ground, because you can just remove the ones that's in the way, and well, I just think it looks cool. So I'm gonna build in the jungle, and then I'm gonna build more stone houses, because all of these houses are primarily wood houses, and it's more like the houses in my country. Most of our houses are wood, but usually when you're more further down in Europe, if it's permanent, it's stone. And I do have I have a castle wall, or yeah, that I built a long time ago, sort of like a modular system. I know it's so the walls are sections that just repeat themselves, if you don't build a super long wall, it looks, I think it looks good, but well, you have to be the judge when I build it. And I have a gate and stuff like that, so I'm gonna build a city wall, but we have to find the jungle first. So when we're finished in this place, we'll continue east and follow the sunrise, and then see if we can find the jungle. So, but that's it for this episode. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.